I got my old program back, not that anybody cares. So, episode 4 of season 3, a simple enough premise, but with a little surprise twist and some callbacks to the first 2 seasons. First, to recap. The treaty with Krill is going to go through, but there's an election going on between the current Supreme Chancellor, who's all for a peaceful alliance, and maybe something in the future with the Union, the Planetary Union, to fight off the Kalon. But there is another person who doesn't want to join the Union or have anything with the Union. In fact, wants to fight the Union and have the Union have a war on 2 fronts. This is the Krill that Ed decided to let live in the first season, and then in the second season she pretended to be human, and her and Ed had a relationship, and she kidnapped Ed and took him to that planet, but then he saved her again and let her go. Turns out that was a bad choice. She went back to Krill and became a zealot and started a revolt against the leaders of the country, leaders of the planet, who wanted to become part of the universe instead of just being there Bible thump themselves, who will think they should control the universe because their God says they should. Well, the president of the Union, Ed, the admiral, and Blondie, I can't remember her name, the new girl, and a couple other people, all go to the planet Krill because they're going to sign the treaty after the guy wins, the Supreme Chancellor. Turns out the Supreme Chancellor lost, although it was a small margin of error, so maybe the election was stolen. And the guy is carted off in front of everybody and killed, stabbed right there in front of everybody, and, well, he dies, obviously. The president and everybody are taken hostage and are going to be executed, although Ed is grabbed and brought to see the person face to face. Talks to her and tries to talk sense into her. She says no, and he's led away, but he's not taken back to the barracks. He's actually he was going to be taken somewhere else. But some other Krill attack them and take Ed to another location. There, Ed finds out that, him and the president, the new president of the Krill, have a daughter from when he and her were mated. Because, she was on the Orville for a little while as some medical officer, I can't remember her name. And they dated, they went off on a vacation, and you know all that already. Well, now there's a child. Proof that the two species can coexist. Human and Krill. But she's being hidden away. On their planet, if you get an abortion, I thought they were going to kill them. I thought how backwards they were. They were going to vaporize them or something. But no, they put them in a room and make them see a hologram of the child they might have had and spend time talking, get to know them. That's a lot better than what I thought they were going to do. Like I said, I thought they were going to get vaporized or some shit like that. Then Ed he sneaks back into her to talk to her, and she puts him back into his cell, and then they're all taken up in front of everybody. And while all this is going on, Kelly, John, and the rest of the Orville, along with the Union, have the plan to get the president and the rest of them back. John and Dr. Finn, make themselves look like Krill, go down to the planet, save the president and all of them, but the president is stabbed beforehand, but he's saved because the doctor's there. And they all escape. Now, the universe doesn't know that Ed and the president of Krill have a daughter, and the daughter is going to be hid for the rest of her life. That's something else. That's something new happens when it's brought up again, probably next season. And the Union's leaving it up to Ed to decide, because it's his child. Because maybe the Krill would do something to her if they find out that, she's alive, because she's half human, half Krill. The side, because the guy didn't lose by that much of a margin, so that side probably wouldn't care if she's alive, but the Bible thumping zealot side would care. The episode wasn't horrible. It wasn't one of the great episodes. It wasn't like the two-parter they had last season. I almost said last year. Man, that would have been funny. But it was a good episode. Episode 1 of this season is still the best of them all, in my opinion. So thanks for watching, even though nobody does, and have a good one. That's actually why I didn't really bother doing this that much, because for one thing, it's a pain in the ass getting the screenshots now of my my phone not working properly, and no one really cares. I'm not even getting hate watches anymore. Oh well. Thanks for watching and have a good one.